Do you ever see do you know what a blood pressure cuff is?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you see anything attached to Michael's arm, like a black band, that would be used to monitor someone's blood pressure?
Oh, no, sir, I did not.
Okay. And you didn't see any type of heart monitor, any type of that equipment anywhere?
No, sir.
Any type?
Double negative?
I'm sorry. You did not, is it true you did not see any type of heart monitor?
That is correct.
Okay. No equipment with lights on it or any type of ventilation equipment?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. You started to say the only...
The only thing I do recall seeing was oxygen tubing attached to Mr. Jackson.
Okay. And when you said that, you said attached to Mr. Jackson. I think you put your fingers to your nose?
Correct.
Okay. So there was some type of tubing. Was that like clear plastic tubing?
Correct.
Okay. Connected to Michael Jackson's nose?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Indicating the nasal area.
That is correct, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, sir. All I saw was the tubing connected.
Okay. You're not saying it wasn't there. You don't recall seeing it?
I don't recall seeing it, sir.
Okay. And do you know what an ambu bag is?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you see this device on the floor of People's 23?
Oh, yes, sir.
Did you see that at that time, or at least did you notice it at that time?
I recall seeing it while, after everything was happening. I do recall seeing the bag.
Okay. Was that later on, or?
I'm not quite sure, but I do remember seeing the bag.
Now, these observations you've described, as far as what was in the room around Michael Jackson, these are taking place throughout the episode simultaneously to what's happening?
Correct, sir.
Okay. So going back to what was physically what happened, so you kind of indicated the children to leave the room. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Conrad Murray then, as you're coming back to approach him, tells you Michael had a bad reaction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he then instruct you to take some vials or do something with some vials?
Yes, while I was standing at the foot of the bed, he reached over and grabbed a handful of vials, and then he reached out to me and said, "Here, put these in a bag."
Where was Conrad Murray when he did that?
He was kneeling down here in this area here.
Okay. And you've indicated the area to the side of what we've described as the far side of the bed, in front of the nightstand, and you said he was kneeling down?
Correct. Like with one knee, I believe his left knee, and then he had his other leg, like kind of.
And
Whoa. He had his other leg?
Well, he didn't have his knee on the floor.
neither knee was on the floor?
The left knee was on the floor.
Okay, and the other knee was not?
Correct.
Okay. And from where did he pick up these vials that he was
He picked them up from this nightstand here.
Okay, and just to be clear, in People's 23, there's this, there's a wood nightstand directly adjacent to the bed, correct?
Correct.
And then there's some other type of table to the left side of that nightstand, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the location from which Conrad Murray grabbed the vials was the wood nightstand directly next to the bed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you, when he I'm sorry, what were the exact words he said when he had these vials in his hand and he was reaching them out to you?
He said, "Put these in a bag."
Okay. Did you grab it?
Yeah. I looked towards my right, and there was a plastic bag sitting on top of a chair.
Okay.
And so I proceeded to get the bag, and I opened it, and he placed the vials in the bag.
Okay, so you held the bag open, and he, just dropped the vials in there?
Yes, sir. He reached into the bag and dropped the vials.
Okay. And did you then put that bag somewhere?
Yes, he proceeded to instruct me. He said, "Now place that bag in a brown bag." And there was a brown bag that was on the side of a chair on the floor.
Okay. Did he then ask you or tell you to grab another item?
Yes, he did.
What did he tell you?
He pointed towards the IV stand.
Okay, and the IV stand again was in this general area right there in People's 23 near this chair?
Correct.
Okay, what did he tell you to do?
He pointed to a bag, that bag, and put that in the blue bag.
And when you say he pointed to a bag, where was this bag and what did it look like?
It was on the IV stand, and if I'm looking if I'm looking at the IV stand, the bag was on the right side of the IV stand.
Was it hanging from the IV stand?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay. Did you take it off the IV stand?
I did.
And what did you do with it?
When I took it off, like I said, he instructed me to put it in a blue bag, and so I grabbed the bag, and I went and I put it in the blue bag, sir.
Okay. And was that all in this general area you've identified in People's 23 to the side of the bed?
Yes, sir. The chair was further down to the foot area of the bed.
Okay. Looking at People's 22, you see the bed, correct?
Correct.
The wood nightstand to the side of the bed?
Yes, sir.
The other table you identified in the white chair?
Yes.
Okay, and the oxygen tank,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
And then you indicated the IV stand was in this general area near the white chair. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. And you said there was another chair more toward the foot of the bed. Was that this, what appears in this picture to be kind of this reddish chair?
I believe it was this chair, sir. This one looks more familiar.
Okay.
To be there.
Is that where it was located?
No, it was closer to the bed, sir. It was right around this area, sir.
Okay. And show me again where it was when you retrieved the bag from it?
Well, the chair was in this general area here, sir. Like
Okay.
right in front of where this red chair is at.
Okay, in front of the
Facing
red
the bed.
chair? I'm sorry. In front of the red floor or on the rug?
I don't recall if it was on.
Okay. But it was in this general area at the foot of the bed, generally in front of this red chair?
Correct.
Okay.
I think we need to identify the particular chair at issue, which is in a different location. This is a smaller wooden chair that's in the far left-hand portion of the photograph.
That is correct, sir.
And in the photograph, People's 22, as you look at People's 22, it would be this chair directly to the left of the television monitor on this table. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. And were you able to just take a step or so and reach over and grab that bag?
I'm sorry. What do you mean, grab the bag?
You said you grabbed a bag from the wood chair, right?
No, sir. Oh, yes, sir. The bag that I grabbed where he placed the vials.
Yes.
That was if I'm looking at the bed, the bag was to my right. So it was on the far on this side, over here, down here. The wooden chair or the chair was on this side here.
Oh, okay. Let me zoom out. So the wooden chair, you indicated it was in kind of at the foot of the bed in front of the red chair that we've identified, and on this photograph.
If I may clarify, sir,
Sure.
I think I'm a little confused. We're talking about when he placed when I grabbed the bag and he placed the vials.
Yes.
Okay, that chair was on this side, down
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay, and that's when I turned to my right and I saw the chair, and the plastic bag was sitting on top of that.
Okay. So, because now I'm confused. You were on the far side of the bed over here.
Correct.
Okay. So
Just a moment. We need to clarify these terms, far side and down here, etc. Go ahead.
But you previously said the far side of the bed is the vantage point from looking at the foyer. If the vantage point is from looking into the room from the foyer, you've identified the far side of the bed as being near this wooden nightstand. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And if you're looking,
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was in this general area when I was standing, and he was giving me the instructions, sir.
Okay, so for the record, you were at the foot of the bed